G'day folks, this is Asianverse. Welcome once again back to my channel, and I'm here to take you into the future. I think if I remember correctly, I promised everybody that the update with the Next Earth staff on the live stream would be streamed like last night. So it took me some time to sink in the thoughts and think in the latest information. And here I am with the latest updates. Okay. However, since it's an English stream, the whole live stream was spoken or conducted in English, I'm not going to go into too much detail with my version of the video, since those of you who are watching this live stream, I believe, all understand English anyway. However, I'm still going to go through it, just that there's enough clarity with regards to the video itself. Okay, now, also, somebody somewhere stated that I had too much of an echo reverb in my videos. Now, I added some simple gear, so hopefully things would work out for the better part today. But let's see how things work. Okay, I'm on a limited device peripherals over here. I'm actually largely mobile. Okay, I'm not just placed in one location at the moment. So my my facilities or my devices are limited. So please bear with me if you hear some if you hear some shortcomings, or if you spot some shortcomings with regards to devices and stuff like that. I'm just here to do my best with regards to updating with you certain information regarding these different platforms and these projects, etc. Okay, so let's start. Yeah, well, the video is right here, as you can all see.
I'm the blockchain architect of Next Earth, and my friend here, 6, and our evil agenda actually involves CCTF 8, for which Next Earth Ghostbuster is the largest sponsor. So, 6, would you be so kind to introduce CCTF to us?
Okay, so apparently this guy is the blockchain architect of Next Earth. Okay, what that means is obviously he designs the blockchain foundation and infrastructure of the Next Earth platform. I think that's a pretty cool thing. And in addition to that, I dug up a news article. Next Earth and Code Cluster sponsors CCTF hacker competition. If you're interested, you can just type this in and check it out, all right? It doesn't have to mean a lot of things, but this pretty much means that Next Earth went and sponsored this event, and obviously, basically, when you're in the blockchain space, you're always prone to hackers, and if you sponsor this event, you're obviously very conscious of what hackers may do to your platform. So I believe, well, anyway, the news article over here says that Next Earth is the third largest metaverse project with more than 30,000 virtual land owners, 180,000 plus registered users, more than 2,500 transactions, with more than 10 million in total income. The platform, created to become a self-sustaining and self-regulated not-for-profit supporting environmental causes on Earth, has donated $1 million to environmental initiatives since launch in Q4 2021. Code Cluster is a culture-first web and app development shop. So the simple gesture of, Next Earth sponsoring this event just kind of, in my opinion, tells how much Next Earth cares about these technologies and how much it's going to go to prevent itself from getting hacked, whatnot. Okay, just my 2 cents. Just my 2 cents. Okay, let's get back to the video over here. Right. Okay.
Sure. So CCTF started in 2019 with a small idea in mind that it would be really cool to have a crypto hacking challenges that are realistic.
Anyhow, for those of you who understand English, I'm not gonna play too much of this. Since this video is 1 hour and 6 minutes, I'm just gonna jump to the key aspects of the live stream itself.
And can keep putting there. So why Next Door? So I do it from home, getting. I'm just gonna jump into it, right? So
okay, unfortunately, David over here has contracted COVID, so he's staying at home, and Gabor, or whatever the CEO's name is talking to David from home over here. Okay, obviously, Gabor is in the office and David is at home. That's how things are right now. he needs a 48-hour COVID test in order to go back to the office. Oh, screw you, COVID. Seriously, COVID is causing so much inconvenience around the world right now.
Can you hear us? We can hear you. Experts too. So we will build on these, and we have a zillion ideas that came up by yesterday's live, and I saw them really in need of some new communication lines, so that deep kind of things. And then obviously we're gonna bring the next waves with us. Excited. My heart is just pumping out of the box here, so I just maybe have to settle for a few moments to just how did you like that? Because honestly, kind of things, and then obviously we're gonna bring the next waves with us too. And yeah, we're definitely gonna have some more of these yesterday's fun events. I asked the guys if we reached different milestones, for example, Twitter, Discord, landowner milestones, and these kind of fun things. We should really celebrate it because I mean, you guys did it. We guys did it together, so we definitely should be enjoying it together. And I think it was a very nice occasion. And it was so good that we are going to make an after video of it. And yeah, speaking of videos, we have reached our third announcement today. Enjoy.
Here's the key, all right, because I believe this is one of the most important aspects of any metaverse platform right now, the gaming aspect. Okay, so watch this part. It may not appeal to everybody, but I think this is quite a way forward since the gaming industry is very, very lucrative, and this is what a lot of metaverse platforms are striving towards right now. So watch this part.
Okay. So that is just amazing.
I checked out the website briefly, and this is the website of Primal Games. Okay, I believe they have quite a portfolio themselves. Let's check. I haven't been a big gamer for a long, long time, but this is what the game studio has done in the past couple of years or whatnot. Anyways, if you're interested, you can again check out the Primal Game Studio. I believe this is the correct website. Okay, I don't think I've come to the wrong website over here, but it's the Primal Game Studios, and they have entered a strategic partnership with Next Earth. Okay, let's get back to the live stream.
You like that, guys? How did you like that? Because honestly,
Sorry, I have some technical problems over here. I'm going to pause the video quickly. Sorry, I encountered some technical difficulties just now. Hopefully this is now back on track.
show you guys this one.
Awesome.
And we've been working a lot on arranging it so it can happen. So excited. My heart is just pumping out of the box here. So I just maybe have to settle for a few moments to just kind of get my hand together, kind of get my breath, and get some air with it. How did you like it? Put some comments in there. Obviously, I have to admit I'm not reading the comments because I just want to focus on what I'm telling you guys. Read those comments. We are talking about a huge strategic step, because this investment and through this a massive strategic partnership with Primal Game Studios, it's just something that is hard to say in words, and you're gonna see the impact of it, and you're gonna feel the impact of it, that it's something that is really taking us to the next level. And if you guys remember the roadmap and remember our communication and just see the roadmap, you can see that the building of the metaverse itself was destined next year. or something like that. 2023, but definitely later. And we realized then we have to look around the market. We have to see what our opportunities are. And if you fall into a partner and an opportunity, such as Primal Game Studios, you can become part of their mission, their life, their whole market, their experience, their knowledge. And these guys are like super fun guys. I mean, come on, you've seen what they have worked with. What you see is that they are pretty high level too. That means that we just had to hit this nail on the top and right away. And we had to go with this opportunity. And this was directly in line with what everybody was expecting, and everybody's always asking, like, how the metaverse is going to look like. How are we going to start building this metaverse? Guys, we are going to start building the metaverse with a state-of-the-art game developer company who has been working with Riot Games on League of Legends, who has been working on Warhammer, Mark of Chaos, who has been working on Heroes of Might and Magic 6. I can't hear. I can't hear childhood. Yeah, your childhood. If you, whenever you want to step in, just step in, David. It's like, I know it was kind of like a dream come true for you. It's like everybody played the game. I mean, fuck yeah, amazing. I'm just trying not to talk too much because then I just start talking. Okay, and definitely the next one will be yours. So I'm just gonna go more in depth into this particular announcement part, the Primal Games one.
Okay, so now here's another key. Listen carefully. This entails the cooperation between Next Earth and Primal Games.
The guys are crazy because they don't just work with AAA gaming developers this way becoming one, but they also do their own cool indie every type of games, and they are like a really, really hardcore independent studio. They have their own mind, their own strategy. They are just super cool, and they are coming up with their new games. Mandragora is definitely one that I want to see. It's an epic and dark fantasy action RPG. They also have Around, so guys, we're gonna post you everything you can see. You can start discovering them. It's a crazy team, and it's a Hungarian team, so we can personally meet with them. We can personally brainstorm with them. And if I can tell you a secret, we have signed the deal, the contract 2 days ago, and the guys are already working on bringing you Metaverse Web3 solutions. Yeah, but one thing, I have to read this precisely because.
Now again, actually, right here is the key because Primal Games do not or does not want to put attention into the crypto aspect of the platform, but instead the gaming aspect of the platform. So listen carefully. Anyways, that's how I understand it.
You know, the video gaming industry is pretty harsh on video game developers, especially regarding NFTs and crypto solutions. So this is on. Primal Games will not use crypto in any of their games, and their development process of video games will remain 100% independent of crypto and of Next Earth. They are and will stay an independent video game developer company. They will be only building Web3 metaverse experience. They will develop this and deliver in the best quality possible. This fits them perfectly and also tunes into our development strategy because the highest level partner should deliver the entertainment infrastructure, the ecosystem, which is the most important for a PaaS platform. Okay, so guys, I had to read this word by word because the guys are like really, really into communicating this to their own community because they are game developers, they are totally independent, they are going down their own road, and it's neither of their games are going to be affected by any of the crypto solutions. Our partnership is totally on the Web3 and Metaverse, and it's going to touch nothing of their stuff, but we're going to travel with them, obviously, so it's going to be just a cool travel. And what we're going to do? With Primal, we want to create the highest quality Metaverse possible. I'm talking about concert infrastructure, virtual stadium infrastructure, state-of-the-art NFT galleries, and obviously this is only the technical part, not the NFTs. The guys are not going to do anything with crypto. Okay, they are only doing the metaverse and the Web3 infrastructure for us. Okay, that's very, very important. I'm going to say that again once at the end. Digitalizing businesses into the metaverse and other user-created content. So my vision is that you guys will be able to create the same kind of content on our platform for your own businesses, for your own fun, for whatever you want to do, with the same technology, probably with Unreal Engine, but that's on to the guys to see what directions we are headed. Okay, so
Now we can tell that Gabor is actually obviously very, very excited announcing this partnership, and I believe he has a reason to be excited because this is one step forward, a very step forward indeed. Because as I have mentioned, this platform is still very, very, very young since August 17th of 2021 compared to Sandbox and Decentraland, which has been around for 5 or 10 years. And the Next Earth has only been around August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, 7 months, just over half a year. Okay, so I think they have reason to be excited, and they're not a platform that just comes and goes. All right, it's I think they're pretty stable right now as they are.
I'm not gonna forget drinking, otherwise I'm just gonna drown. By the way, we have got some ventilators here, so it's kind of like 2 or 3 degrees Celsius better. Yeah, finally.
Okay, I'm gonna skip to the next important part. Okay, this was like the second announcement, basically the partnership with Primal Games, which is quite a big thing.
Or you're missing the ventilators, David. My high-level concept, and I think this is also metaverse, become a quality member of the Web3 community right away and at this very early stage. And the guys are gonna have with this, right? It's like a huge roadmap alone, and and with many, by the way. Yeah, so this whole partnership and strategic investment will bring the creation of the Web3 metaverse infrastructure to happen much earlier than originally expected. I think that is just truly amazing. Thank you.
The video again. I'm gonna skip this part.
First announcement part, which David is going to introduce to you guys. And David, I'm just gonna hand over the word to you. And
this part, I believe, signifies an even more important key aspect of metaverse. Okay, the metaverse as it is standing right now, virtual real estate. Listen carefully, all right? I think this is the one very important aspect. And I think this overrides all other aspects of any metaverse project out there. I believe this following collaboration, partnership, whatnot.
guys, what this is all going to be about. Okay. Your turn. Okay. Amazing. Thank you, Gabor. So, yeah, we've been holding back on the launchpad thing for a while. So I think it's time for us to start talking about it, right? As I said in the last couple of YouTube lives, that was me. I was very conscious of not starting a launchpad project before its time. And I think one of the most important things was that deciding. So anyway, so I think even though we are going to revamp the entire marketplace and take it seriously. We real. I call it Emirates State, by the way, because Emirates State, Emirates, and like everything is that. So for me, it's Emirates State. We should put it to a vote. But by the way, guys, if Dao wants to rename it anytime, I mean, go ahead if you have any better. And so, for example, if you own lots of land, you hold some NXTT, and your landlord need to wait until the new launchpad is live. Emirates State, Mr. Estate, the metaverse.
Okay, listen to this part. This explains that this real estate collaboration.
Real estate as a project will allow you to become a real estate agent as long as you hold some NXTT and you're a landowner yourself. So basically, as long as you're a Next Earth. Buyers will be able to live briefs on what they're looking to buy, and agents can submit their recommendation by creating portfolios. And so, for example, if you own lots of land, you can also create your own portfolio and list it yourself, essentially becoming your own agent. Every agent will get a commission fee, which is around 5% of the total portfolio's value, which is going to be issued in Emirates State's own token, REA, Real Estate Agency. Very, very clever, very creative. But it's really telling. So I'm saying around 5% because there's going to be sort of a bidding game because the more REA you hold, the higher commission you'll get as an agent. But then if the buyer holds more tokens, there's going to be an adversarial relationship between the buyer and you in order to balance out those commission fees. REA tokens will be deposited when briefs are submitted to buyers into a smart contract in escrow. So it's all going to be basically a trustless real estate relationship, trustless real estate agency relationship. And that already brings you to the vision of this project because this is just the beginning. Emirates State will also be looking at expanding outside Next Earth to not only other metaverses but also actual real estate we're already giving a bunch of stuff to you guys kind of summit. And we're going to keep meeting more and more important projects, white paper and look at economics in the coming weeks, which really brings us to the launchpad itself, because we have completely redesigned how the launchpad will work. First off, we're going to create the launchpad council in order to start some test runs on DAO-like operations. So if you build your first tokens before we list on a centralized exchange, as Gabor already said, those NXTTs will have lower extra utility. We can check this from your wallet when you book your first NXT. And if you hold at least $5,000 worth of NXTT, you will be invited to the Launchpad Council, where you can see all the projects that we have in the Launchpad Neo that have at least a one-pager. So it doesn't really matter how developed they are. If we have a one-pager for the project, you add your council member.
But anyhow, my understanding with this real estate company is that if you hold an XTT, you automatically become a real estate agent in partnership with Next Earth and this estate company. All right? In the virtual world and the real world. That's my understanding. And this other council thing, I think you need to be invested with 5,000 US dollars worth of NXTT or something in order to be eligible. That's my understanding over there.
See everything. And I can tell you that the majority of those 40-something projects that we have in our pipeline, they already have a one-page. If you hold at least $20,000 worth of tokens, you'll also get voting rights on deciding which projects we should prioritize, which means that the Launchpad Council recommendation will always, like the Launchpad Council itself as an entity.
Anyway, that said, if you want to check further into the video, just check the live stream. Okay?
We have a recommendation. Hold the white paper, write a blog article about we had some utility there. Oh, because can I say it? No, it's mine. It's mine. The stress I had with it, the time I worked with it, the nights when I woke up and rode back to Far East and like everything. It was much harder than expected, but we're in it, so. You even lost your beard. Yeah, actually I just wanted to say the words, but you interrupted, so now maybe we will just skip this part. No, actually yesterday was with Jan, with music going on. Oh, it was crazy. It was like, it gave me a different flow to being in front of the camera, because I remember when we first owned it live, and I know that David had some experience by that single time, especially when you can deliver these kind of cataclysmic things. Love to be that good in English, but yeah, we're gonna get there. Okay, people are just hating me because I'm not saying the fifth thing that we want to talk about today. And
okay, now everybody, I think everybody is absolutely waiting for this part. What I can say is do not get your hopes up too much, but he's pretty much 95% there.
Guessing if it's the next listing. And it is. It is a centralized exchange listing. But again, this is much more complicated than simply just telling you that we're going to start on that date with that centralized exchange. Because even though we signed the contract, both parties signed the contract, so it's on. But we had it is on, but we had around a day's work with lawyers to be able to get a text that I am allowed to read to you guys. Because what I can tell you is that the announcement has to be made by the centralized exchange. It's around 3 or 4 days before the exact launch date. So it's not like we can say that it's 2 weeks from now, because it's only going to be known when it's 3 or 4 days from that given date. So I can't come up with an exact date, but I can come up with this. Finally, and most importantly, Next Earth's NXTT token will be listed on a centralized exchange, and Next Earth is aiming to be in another top 3 exchange within 2 to 8 weeks of the first listing. Remember, the first listing is going to be a smaller one, but what I can sneak peek to you is that it's not a small one. So that is actually very good news. And it was a surprise that we were able to progress with them this fast, and I just love the guys and the girls I was talking with there. They're so flexible, they're very open to marketing, they are agile and everything, and thank you very much, guys, that I can read this now. These listings will provide more liquidity and accessibility to the NXTT token and will help to further grow the booming Next Earth community. We have already signed the agreement with the centralized exchange for the listing of NXTT. Now it is up to us to complete some technical tasks, which we put down in the contract with the centralized exchange. Bracket, these are easy tasks. If we do everything right and there will be no issues, the centralized exchange listing will happen around the middle of April. We can't wait to announce the exact date and the name.
So basically, the listing will come around the middle of April. Okay, the middle of April.
Centralized exchange, but this can only happen in a later point after we fulfilled our tasks. Stay tuned. Okay, so
Perry, listing of tokens is quite a task. I've come to understand that. So let's all be patient. It's now officially the April 1st. Okay. Yeah. Still maybe another 10 to 15 days to go. So let's stay tuned. Let's be patient. Let's be patient.
This was the announcement that they legally let us announce because, first of all, it's a regulation to centralized exchanges, and secondly, you don't say something forward as a centralized exchange. First of all, as a centralized exchange, you want to be the one announcing who you want to list. Obviously, not the project announces it. So we're underdogs because these are major centralized exchanges. We have to play by their rules, and I have no issues with playing by their rules. So I'm totally fine with that. Obviously, I would love to tell you everything right now, but it's legal stuff. They are not going to announce you 1 week or 2 weeks before you get listed because this is the crypto market. You have hype cycles. A hype cycle usually maximizes in 3 to 4 days in crypto because there are just so many freaking amazing news in crypto all over the place with many projects, with many companies, with many people on board that you kind of cannot stay afloat. You cannot stay above the water if you come up with an announcement like 8 days before it's happening, because there are going to be like 25 things between you and the exact date that something is going to happen there. So that is why they are doing this 3 or 4 days usually before the listing, so that they can put their campaigns actively, they can focus them, they can manage that hype cycle in the most effective way possible, in the best structure possible. Believe me, guys, they have experience in this. They have launched a few tokens already. Definitely more than what we have launched so far, but with the launchpad, we're surely going to catch up. Okay, and another thing, also scammers. Guys, the more time you give to scammers to get on board, to know the brand, to know the logos, to do the different type of sites, fake accounts, etc., the more vulnerable you guys will be. Our community will be more vulnerable to these kind of scams.
Okay, so that was the centralized exchange listing part. Okay, now I'm gonna skip ahead to maybe the final part, since this is a pretty long video, as we all know, 1 hour and 6 minutes. So I'm gonna skip ahead. Okay.
And we do not want that. Obviously, centralized exchanges make regulations based on. So we're in talk with other exchanges. Actually, we're in talk with 4 top 10 exchanges, and one of those are top 3, and they're like really nice and oh my god, the CFD is going to be amazing. The investment into and the strategic partnership with Primal Game Studios. 10 seconds of silence for that. It's crazy. Like, that is my personal favorite, by the way. But this is above the soil. Is when we start delivering. Actually, I know Gear 4. And I think Gear 4 will be visible inside Q2. Maybe even completely different from the rest of the market. I don't know if you say this term in English, but I think it is the forward wind, however you say it, of basically.
Okay, anyhow, I think that was basically the most important announcements in this live stream. 5 announcements, basically, or 4. I lost count. However, so basically it was that they sponsored the hacking event, the collaboration with a real estate company, the CEX listing, and I don't quite remember other stuff. Anyhow,
guys getting information not just by announcing and whatever we cannot say, but and probably my second child is expected by the 4th of April, so that means that afterwards. So just cut it off afterwards. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoyed it. Love you so much. Love you.
Anyhow, I'm going to conclude the video right there. So that's a wrap for the live stream of Next Earth live stream last night. Yeah, that pretty much concludes it. And obviously, if you want to view this video again, feel free to tune in to this video itself. And since I'm on this topic right now, surprisingly, since the live stream last night, since the live stream that concluded, right, it's I believe the price of the token didn't fluctuate at all. So, in my opinion, it's not a pump and dump token or project, which is a really good thing. The market didn't really react much to this whole announcement and news and everything. Probably with the announcement of the CEX listing, the price will fluctuate. But currently, I'm seeing that the price is pretty stable. So it's quite nice. Okay, it's quite nice. Well, I mean, with the pump and dump project, whenever something's announced, the price of the coin either shoots up or goes down. Okay. But right now it's pretty much stabilized at 0.01407.269 US dollars per NXTT token. So yeah, that's that. All right, so that concludes my video, or actually my video for today. As usual, if you like my videos, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel for all future updates of the Next Earth Metaverse platform and also possibly the Bybit platform for Launchpad and Launchpool projects, although there hasn't really been any recently. Yeah, please like and subscribe and give me a support on this end. And thanks for tuning in to this video. And until next time, one last thing. Again, if you want to buy land, okay, please click on the registration link under this video in the description box for a 5% discount on all land purchases on the Next Earth Metaverse platform. Okay, that's a wrap. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Asianverse. I'm here to bring you into the future. Thank you and goodbye.